You're watching News 54. Movement for Development and Growth Party leader Honorable David and Azimio one Kenya member, legally, has today launched fresh attacks on the ODM party leader Raila Odinga, saying that he has lived knowing that the latter is an intelligent person who can decode anything related to politics until 2022 presidential election results were announced. Speaking in Karen minutes after signing a post-election agreement with Dr. William Ruto, where he revealed that conmanship in the political space is one of the vices that has triggered them to dump Raila, the veteran leader also told the former Prime Minister that they can't choose which kind of electoral results they want to hear. This, he said, narrating that if nobody out of the 45 governors, 286 National Assembly members, 47 senators and 47 women representatives has gone to court challenging the results, then he must have been misled by some people who want to waste him politically as well as economically.
And I must tell you that I believe that MDG is the part of the jigsaw puzzle that's been missing in your matrix to govern the country. and that jigsaw puzzle has been found today, and like you've said, it's going to be smooth sailing now going forward, because we as MDG believe that most of the things that are in our manifesto, the things that we want to be done to make this country livable, to lower living standards for our people, to make living in this country bearable for our people, to improve agriculture, to improve infrastructure, to ensure that education is as cheap as it can be, lie at the heart of the Kenya Kwanza manifesto. So our coming here today is based purely on finding ourselves in the same policy direction, policy framework, and policy path. And we believe that as a party that is nascent, that is growing, we find umbrage and friendship in Kenya Kwanza, because largely Kenya Kwanza stands for peace, stands for justice, but above all, stands for all of us growing together without leaving anybody behind. We can never, as a country, grow if even a single part of the country, even a single human being in our country is hungry, lacks, or is in want. And I'm impressed by the fact that you promised us in our discussions that you're not going to leave anybody behind as you go out in implementing the Kenya Kwanza manifesto. Number two, and also most importantly, is that as a country, this need to nurture leaders. As we grow the country, we must move from independence through post-independence into the future. And that future can only be there if there's room for nurturing young leaders going forward. I believe that working with you as a party, working with Kenya Kwanza leadership, and I've spoken to all the other party leaders in Kenya Kwanza, I find myself in a place where I'm going to learn so much how things are done and how they are done well. We believe that Kenya Kwanza believes in running an accountable government, a government that respects human rights and the rule of law, a government that stands for justice. And as MDG, as we come in, we will continue insisting, like we've done in our discussions, that nothing will be done out of the legal framework. And so even as the cases are in court today, as David Ochieng, I was elected in Uganda. I'm going to be sworn in next week. Yesterday we saw 45 governors being sworn in. All these elections were done by the IEBC. We cannot pick and choose which results we accept and which ones are wrong. There's only one IEBC in the country. This same IEBC did the elections for all the other seats, including the presidential one. And so I want to urge the country that we only work best if we believe that the institutions that we've set for us are up to the task. We cannot be saying that all the 45 governors and all the 290 constituency MPs and all the MCA that were elected are good to go. And we saw all the leaders yesterday going for the swearing-ins of these leaders. And then one particular election then becomes what will bring the country down. And to beseech Kenyans that this is not the first time we are seeing a petition going into Supreme Court for decision. Let's wait for the court's decision. Let's accept it when it comes. But I know that there are so many Kenyans again today who their sense of justice is about having their children going to school without being asked to pay school fees. Whose sense of justice is being able to afford to do an x-ray at a hospital without being asked for money. There are Kenyans today who say their sense of justice is being able to just get by getting a menial job to earn 500 shillings in a day. So our sense of justice cannot be only about one thing, election petitions. No. Our sense of justice must spread all over the country and in all spheres of our lives. And so, as we wait for the Supreme Court to make a decision, it's important to remember where we've come from as a country. And that we're just starting to grow our economy from the COVID situation and from the elections. And the peace time that has prevailed since the elections, for me, tells us that our country and our democracy is plateauing. Our democracy is coming to a level where you can't tamper with it. Kenyans will vote and go on with their lives and wait for us who have been elected to serve. And so, as I end this, I want to request all of us who have been elected in these just elections that our job is to serve the country, not to enrich ourselves, not to buy big cars, not to feel good that we are governors or senators or MPs, but to make this election count by ensuring that we meet our end of the bargain, that all that we promised Kenyans are waiting. That tomorrow and next week, and Your Excellency, these are things that we discuss with you. Kenyans are waiting to be able to afford unga, able to afford sugar. Kenyans are waiting that when we go back to school, the children will not be sent back home. And these are things that matter to every Kenyan, and we hope that under our coalition of Kenya Kwanza, we're able to do these things with minimum noise, but making Kenyans feel that you have a government. We are happy to be here because we are recognized as a party, we are recognized as a people, and we are at the table where decisions are going to be made. U.S. President-elect, wishing you Godspeed.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that the courts will serve justice. And that, like you've said before, that justice, you'll accept it whether it goes your way or another way. I want to assure you that we'll stand with you here now and into the foreseeable future as we build a firm coalition that brings the country together, not cosmetically, but firmly for the better of the country. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Ranguma, you want to say something? You're good.